Blessed weekend. This is your girl, Texas Black Diamond. Thank you for tuning in to Texas Black Diamond Entertainment. And I wanted to speak to you guys on this. It came to my news feed on Christmas Eve, but I was like, I'll just talk about it, later on because it was the holidays. But I want our people of color is in the entertainment business to be aware, to be prepared. I'm going to let you guys watch these clips and I'll come back with some more.
Baby, what happened?
CMPD, unlawful police department, unlawfully searched my car, arrested me, made me take 12 pictures in there, sit around, arrested me, then pulled me from out of there and just say, okay, you free to go. We about to drop you off around the corner, and gave me a citation. They say I resisted arrest. Now what I did, seeing how they were unlawfully searching my car while I was on stage, before I went on stage, I continued to perform, put on the show for my fans. Had my outstanding video production team, the Real Goats, had them prepared and had this right here put on me and pulled their own trick on them. So what we got is high quality audio and video of me doing everything but resisting arrest before they just brought me down here. And we will be airing it out, and y'all will see how dirty the CMPD Police Department just did me on the holidays in front of my daughter while I was putting on a show for my city. Y'all have a good night.
What did they charge you with, the baby?
They didn't charge me with shit. They
Just
charged me with,
misdemeanor marijuana?
with resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest?
Yeah, y'all gonna see a video on my Instagram tomorrow to show y'all I ain't resist arrest. Y'all feel free to take it, put it in y'all news.
Speaking of your Instagram, you put out that you feel targeted every time you come to
Absolutely. Every time I do a show here. Every time I do a show here. Every time. There's nobody when I pull up in the parking lot. The second I get out the car, 15 cops come around. Can I borrow your microphone? Shining it all into the car window, shining it all into the car window. They follow me. They pull us over for no reason. They search our cars. They do everything. They treat us like animals, you know what I mean? And we just putting on for the city. I'm cold. They took my shirt. Y'all be good. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody, from us to y'all. Y'all be good.
See, that was smart thinking with his team, because he knew that they always picking at him, whenever he comes into town. They try to find things to bother him with. And that is very, very sad. So kudos to him and his team for making sure that they had their evidence to keep them covered. So that's the reason why I said that as our entertainers of today need to be very prepared for what's to come, because to me it seemed like their wealth they don't want them to have, and they would do any and everything to try to take these people down. They would do anything, and if they're around and there's something break out, they're gonna blame that artist or that performer with money. Those entertainers with money. If they got money, that's what they do. I'm gonna let you continue to watch these other clips, and then I'll come back with some more. But yes, please be aware of what around your surroundings. Be careful who you're around, and always have some kind of proof of documentation so you can clear yourself of any wrongdoing, because they will plant something on you and they will try to get you for everything you got.
And a Charlotte rapper says that he was targeted by police and then handcuffed after he performed last night in Charlotte. Now CMPD is launching its own investigation into how the officers handled the situation.
Channel 9's Joe Bruno was outside the jail last night when Jonathan Kirk, also known as DaBaby, walked free. Joe, he was vocal then, and today he's using social media to tell us his story.
The Grammy-nominated Charlotte native is responding to the incident tonight on Twitter, tweeting, quote, "Black excellence right here in our city, and they hate it." CMPD has launched an internal investigation to determine if the officers followed proper procedures while detaining DaBaby. This video shared by DaBaby on Instagram shows while he was on stage performing,
These are crazy.
CMPD officers were in the parking lot peering into his car with flashlights. The world-renowned rapper told me this morning he has high-quality video and audio that he will be sharing to provide even more clarity about the incident.
Y'all will see how dirty the CMPD Police Department just did me on the holidays in front of my daughter while I was putting on a show for my city.
CMPD says when DaBaby, whose real name is Jonathan Kirk, arrived at his concert at the Bojangles Coliseum last night, officers smelled a strong odor of marijuana. They claim that provided probable cause to use flashlights to look into his car. Officers say after the show was over, they attempted to, quote, initiate voluntary contact with him, but the rapper walked away. They then put him in handcuffs and later cited him for possession of marijuana and resist, obstruct, and delay. In a message to fans on Twitter, DaBaby referenced a homicide in Northwest Charlotte and said CMPD needs to rethink their priorities. He said, "Someone died last night while the police department wasting resources and officers to harass me in an attempt to make a bad example out of me. When in reality, I'm the most positive example the city of Charlotte got, especially for anybody in the streets of Charlotte and the kids." After he was released from custody, he told me he feels unfairly targeted every time he returns home.
They pull us over for no reason. They search our cars. They do everything. They treat us like animals, you know, and we just putting on for the city.
I asked CMPD 11 follow-up questions, and police officers have not answered any of them. The amount of marijuana that DaBaby was cited for was half an ounce. Back to you.
Now, see, that seems like picking. Out of all the cars, we smell marijuana in his car. So y'all walking through there, flash like them LAPD. This man doing a concert now. So even if he smoked some marijuana, now while he's in there doing a concert, and that it should have died down by then, you know. But still, why y'all walking around his car? How many cars at that concert? How many cars at the concert? See, this is what they do. They pick and they try to find something on these young men, on our men of color. And that's what they do. If we don't see this, and if we can't open our eyes, I mean, it's been going on for decades. It's getting worse now. It's getting worse. And why can't we open our eyes to see this? They do that. I mean, even with me. And I had a cap on. I had my hair back and I had a cap on. And so you had an officer parked. And I know I try to go the speed limit. Matter of fact, I go like at least two under the speed limit. And so, because I don't want no tickets. I want my insurance going up. I'm riding in my, just cruising. Minding my own business. Multiple cars behind me. But once I passed by the officer, okay, he probably thought I was a man. He pulls behind me and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he's going to get this vehicle in front of me because he jumped out of the turning lane into the lane that we were in. So I'm pulling over so he can get that person, and he beckoned for me to pull over on the side. I'm like, what the hell I do? And he pulled me over, asked for my insurance and driver license. I'm like, okay, I need to know what you stopped me for. You want my information, so tell me what you stopped me for. You stopped me, so what did you stop me for? Because I'm driving the speed limit. I'm not even going over the speed limit, really. I said, you see me pull over thinking you get in the car in front of me that jumped in front of the lane. He the one violated, the road codes, So he get my information, check to see if I had any, just see if I have insurance. You know what he told me? Well, we're just trying to enforce everybody to have insurance and make sure that people, have the insurance. I said, you could check that on my license plates. That's what we paying taxes for you guys to be able to check on our license plates if we have insurance, right? Right? So be careful, you guys. Be careful.
Our Joe Bruno reporting. It has been an eventful month for DaBaby in Charlotte. Earlier this month, he was set to perform a concert at Bojangles Coliseum, but had to postpone because he had jet problems and couldn't make it. He did FaceTime into the concert and promised a makeup show, which was why he was in town last night. Before his concert, he helped make sure hundreds of kids had a really memorable Christmas. He partnered with local groups for Christmas at the Kirk Pole. More than 150 kids got presents like Xboxes, trike bikes, and basically anything that you can name inside a toy store.
Now, see, they don't show things like this. They only thing they want to do is paint a picture to the public that our people are monsters. They drug dealers. They cursing their music. They sex and drugs and party and wine. But see, they don't show things like this. And I'm going to show you how the media, the mainstream media works, okay? Now, they talked about he's giving to the community. He's active and giving to the community. See, we as people of color need to start doing this here, putting it out there, showing what these entertainers of color do for their communities and for our youth. They don't show that. So we have to do that. See, the mainstream media is to put that out there. And it's sad how she ended it, but just, so she want to end it with some BS.
Now, earlier this year, he was charged with a crime that stemmed from a 2018 shooting at a Walmart in Huntersville where a man died. Police say it started with a fight between several people, including the rapper, and in that case, a judge found DaBaby guilty of a gun charge and sentenced him to a year of unsupervised probation.
Now, you see how she had to end it, honey. She had to end it with something negative. That Christmas giving should have been the last thing that she should have talked about. But see, this is what I was saying with entertainers. Why so many entertainers, they'll close the mall down or they'll close something down and they'll go in there and shop in private. You see what I'm saying? These people can't even go into a shopping center to try to do anything like normal people, because you have some people that's so ratchet that they'll try to start with these people just so a problem can break out, so they can blame that performer, that entertainer. So it can be causing, lawsuits and problems. So obviously he didn't have anything to do with it, unsupervised probation and stuff like that, because I guess he was in the store. We'll just get a little money from him and let him go about his way. Because if he had something to do with it, I think the consequences have been a little more harsh. I mean, Walmart got cameras everywhere. So somebody started something. So that's why we have to be careful. We have to be careful. And our people, we have to be very, very careful. Please be careful out here, because you have people that will do things to tarnish your reputation out of jealousy, just for one. And then you already know the other side, they don't want to see you with nothing anyway. But you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this and how our people of color in the entertainment business need to try to do to protect themselves from things like this.